Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another HBars 3 replay. So on top left side as the blue Iroquois, we have LazarosVas. On bottom right side as the red coats, we have I had to play German Thrice. Of course, got a Discovery Travis. I'm not sure what the difference between regular Travis or Travos, however I pronounced it. I was using it right now to just scout around. Looks like that lemur does go down, so no Zamu in the near future. I don't know if anybody remembers that. Am I just showing my age? Oops, that's not the right button. There we go. Large player is probably going to eye for some sort of manner play. Usually Virginia company is pretty common for the Brits. Trading post not going on up. So both sides are eyeing for trading posts on the same side of the map. I'm not sure what he's really trying with that to go in and out. These wildlife does affect by decay, so there's going to be a lot of decay here. There may be some sort of plan there. I'm not exactly sure what's the advance with it. We now have a mana port on the field, and he is going for villagers. Doesn't immediately go for the Virginia company. But either way, let's take a look at his deck.
Ready?
And he's gone for Amelia, I think that was her name again, right? The campaign lady. Of course, got more settlers, wood, gold longbows. Scots Guard increases musketeers and grenadiers attack by 50%. Advanced arsenal, fencing school, glorious revolution. More villagers. We got chests of coin, longbowmen, yeomen. Increase the range and here, stop that. Increase the range as well as all damage versus heavy infantry bonuses, and line of sight for the longbowmen. Full steam guards increasing the hit points and damage of musketeers and grenadiers. Hussars, cavalry combat, falconets, royal mint, refrigeration, some rockets, heavy fortifications, and fort. The Iroquois. Let's see what deck he's going for. Oh, pulling moles. Darn. We got villagers, high war chief. Your war chief's now better in combat and organizing defenses. His aura now slightly increases building hit points. Plus 50 damage and hit points for the war chief. Villagers, wood, gold, all resources. And Etna's tomahawks. Warhut's attack increase. Warhut warriors attack increase, I should say. Warhut warriors hit points. Conservative tactics increase the infantry attack and hit points by 10%. Onion horsemen, all resources. Horse prowler, warhut warrior combat, even more. Musket riders, Cunyon horsemen, more horsemen, cavalry combat, more hit points, cavalry damage, and siege combat. All Hodene, Shone siege weapons get increased damage to hit points, such as the mantlets. One of my favorite siege units of the game. And renegade French. All resources, infinite, all resources, tomahawks, and some light cannon. Travis now is seeing some bashes with that musket. Or no, she does use a sword. It looks like the Red's eyeing for some walls there, deletes some of the cross sections, and does manage to bring the herd in to his border, so it does have some of these local goats. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about the natives of the map. Both of them have access to the Berbers, which grants you access to the Berber Camel Rider, Berber Nomads, a villager variant, and Horsemen now trying to hit some villagers. While these villagers are starting to go on down, Blue has a decent army here. The Redcoats are not deploying out military units at the moment. Doesn't even have a barracks. He does have an outpost here, which does provide some decent defense. And yep, more villagers there. He needs an eye for a bear of some sort while the wall's being torched down. Urban Nomads is a village that specializes in collecting of natural resources. And you got a salty camel. A salty camel allows you to deploy a salt mine, which is a coin mine that has 10,000 gold inside, but it does have a maximum of 20 villagers you collect from it, which is still pretty good. I love the description of Salty Camel. Salty Camel enraged from carrying heavy bags of salt through the desert. Constructs the salt mine. Of course, got the outposts firing away. We've got another villager there. Designing for a couple manor houses there. The Brit doesn't have a lot of food income at the moment. Maintaining a minimal amount to maintain village production. We got some more wall segments there to hold back his opponent. Fine, just whittle him down with the outposts now. The Explorer's still over here, healthy. Britain right now has 21 villagers. The Iroquois have 18. Make that 19. Does got some outposts here. Just taking a bit of damage from these outposts now. The town center is still firing away, getting some good damage on some of these archers. Against the competition, it's probably best to go for a longbowman. Do now the market going on up. Can't really push too far forward. There's a large amount of defensives here. Does torch on the mana there. Very nice. And his explorer is currently down here, the war chief. He does have at least one gold miner down here. Going for hunting dogs as well.
Ready?
Of course, the explorer won't be able to do much damage to that market. She'll likely get taken down by the tomahawks. Looks like there's an all resource crate that was brought in for the Iroquois. And he is going for some Berber nomads now, eyeing for some of these local populations.
Azul.
And the British player is eyeing for more walls. The Iroquois is at 24 villagers. The English are at 38. In which, if the Iroquois player is eyeing for the Berber nomads, he could actually deploy the trade post there so we can get more Berber nomads, get up to his 10. It looks like both players are just echoing up at the moment. You do now have a shipment of villagers being brought in. We're signing for a ship of gold. And let's go and just fast forward the time being since both players are just eyeing eco up. I don't see blue amassing any forces at the moment. The Brits even amassing even less forces. And looks like the Iroquois is eyeing for the next age. The Brit is also vying for the next age as well. They got the Wise Woman, which improves the food collection rate from farms, and the Adventurer. Like Blue's eyeing for his own set of walls going on up. Has a proxy war type as well. Now do you have the church deployed out for the Brits? Both players are now into the Fortress Age. More war has been put on the field. And both players are eyeing for the industrial rage immediately. Okay. Iroquois does have a shipment stockpiled in, probably going for the white cannon. The Brits doesn't have a shipment available. He's eyeing for Rogers Rangers, which I believe does upgrade your longbowman to a
Commandment?
gun-wielding variant. Got multiple war huts here. More Berber nomads being put on the field. Looks like Red is on his own Berber nomads. Got quite a bit of walls here. Light cannon now trying to break through those walls. And a light cannon shipment now being brought on in as well. Field cannon upgrade as well. This cannon should repart the veteran rangers, no problem. Get a couple hits there, very nice. There's a field cannon upgrade. Rangers advancing forward. Tomahawks will receive bonus damage from them since they are heavy infantry unit. They're basically a musketeer, an archaic musketeer. Let's take out one of those light cannon. Are they classified as archaic? Nope, they're not. Good number of Tomahawks now pulling the field. The Rangers will do some big damage with Tomahawks. He needs some probably forest prowlers. Maybe just more light cannon will probably do. So maybe some mantlets. We got, of course, the fortified walls there, increasing the health by 6,000. But I believe the cost is still the same. Yep. More shots there. And we do got some fortified outposts now, so we do have a cannon intact. That villager does go down. Elite Tomahawks now research. Got a good number of culver in here. Bonus to outrange the light cannon, 34 versus 32. Of course, they're only really effective versus these field cannons. Another line of fortified palisade, more walls trying to be pulled out by the Brits. More light cannon now being deployed on out by the Iroquois. Shot there, more field cannon now. What's there? 10 field cannon, that's quite a bit. Big round of all resources. He's been consuming all resources there. That villager died. Field cannons do get a decent shot there. Good hits down those culverins with a field guns. Culverins are going down. There's simply too many field cannons here. The culverins do take out the field cannons in one shot. And does take them out before any further damage. Rangers are now seeing massive damage there. More field cannons, more tomahawks being pulled on the field. You're now some factory deployed out by the Brits. They're able to get out some rockets at the current rate. And now let's go for some falconets. You need to get culverins out. He needs counter barrages. Light cannon basically makes falconets and culverins. And also both. He is going for our big line of culverins now. Very good. He could be a bit more aggressive towards red right now. Red is putting up a point outside his base. He could deploy out a salty camel. Put a salty camel inside his base. The warship has been picked back on up. Now he has another factory wagon on the field. Are being deployed on out. At one time, he's going for something a bit more aggressive. The 3 rockets would probably be better. Culverins do find a good volley there on one of the light cannon. Now Iron for counter barrage. Let's take out one of the culverins. Good shots there on the light cannon. Another culverin does go down. Another culverin goes down. Culverin does find another shot there. Field cannons are falling back. Good shot there. Does the culverin. Does get a good hit down the field cannons. That just have enough health to withstand a culverin shot since he doesn't have it upgraded. Now got another wave of culverins spawned in the field. Townsend are now seeing massive fire. Does get a good shot there with the field guns. Immortal with the culverin. All the culverin has gone down. The fortified outpost can get some good damage on the tomahawk, so it's stacking up pretty badly there. And more of the field guns not being on the field. Now bringing a shipment of rockets. I don't know, can't remember the exact range of rockets. They do have longer range than saying heavy cannons. I know that for sure. Another shipment of culverin there. Does get a good volley there. One of the culverins do go down, 2 of the culverins go down. One fuel gun's going down, another culverin goes down. Roger, Rangers are advancing on forward. All the culverins have been destroyed. Looks like the Rangers going on down, and looks like the Iroquois will overrun his opponent. Another pair of culverin there, does spot the factories. I'm not sure where his rockets will be shipped to. There they are. They're way over here. There's 2 councils over here apparently. One of the factories do go down. More fortified outposts being deployed on now. Rockets do have less range than the field guns. Another pair of culverin there, very good. Does get a good volley there. Now the outpost has been deployed. Culverin's being focused down. The lack of upgrades culverin's just really doing them in. Rockets do aid field cannon shot there. One of the rockets do go down. Great volley there. another factory does go down. You have now shipment of Hussars being brought on in. It's just 5 Hussars though.
Yes.
Quite a bit of food just went up there, and he has nobody collecting food, so it made him, he just bought a bunch of food there. Ooh, now that was a good rocket there. These tomahawks are quite wounded. And Hussars are not going to be good versus these tomahawks. Tomahawks, of course, are heavy infantry, so they do bonus damage in melee against the various cavalry units. They would be good against a light cannon. But actually, the field cannon don't do less damage as cavalry and shock infantry like other artillery pieces. Gonna stay on the field cannons when the cauldrons quickly goes down. And they'll just be focused down as well. There's now another shipment available. The longbow column may be good. Rockets take some damage there. One rocket does go down. And the other one goes down as well. Oh, he does have now the royal culverins. I was being paying attention to that. I should be able to one-shot these field guns now, if I remember correctly. Or maybe that's incorrect. Looks like the Iroquois place not really basic forward. Let's go and fast forward the moment. The Brit has 59 villagers, not building now building more villagers. The Iroquois right now does have 64. Just got a whole bunch of tomahawks in from Big Button. And for more field guns and more tomahawks now. Ready to do these structurally built walls. Got a culverin here. And I noticed the Brit, I think, just collected quite a bit of coin there, so you can always go for a salty camel to get some gold. Down for a plantation. I think he forgot about the salty camel. I mean, that's a 10,000 gold deposit. It seems like everybody forgets about the salty camel. Of course, now we're seeing quite a bit of damage there. It looks like the Royal Colons can't one-shot the field cans. They just have barely enough health. Apparently, I was mistaken the entire time. I just assumed he didn't have them upgraded. That really does put a bit of a problem there for... These cost 500 total, these cost 400 total. And basically on equal footing. Let's see, he does times 2, so just a little less than 200. So yeah, it takes 2 shots from both sides. Sure, the Colvins do have a slight attack range benefit. That can be overwhelmed. Tomahawks are trying to push way forward. We've got a good number of fortified outposts here. Taking out away at them. He does lose both these towns over here. Does have another townsman back here now. Another artillery foundry there. Fortified outpost. Should get some good damage there on these tomahawks. Of course, went down. The Iroquois is eyeing for more field guns, eyeing for Maple Festival, whatever that is. Maybe for EXP, I'm not sure. More culverin, another a shipment of falconets. There's a shipment of falconets, which will be used for some tomahawks. But right now his problem, of course, are these field guns. Culverins do find a good volley there. There's another field gun. Both these guys, one is down to one shot. Falconets now engaging the tomahawks. When the falconets do go down. Militia now being brought on for as well. Does get a good volley there onto one of the field guns. Some of these field guns are quite wounded. He's focused this one down. I just bashed down the other one in melee. Howdy. The outpost will be slowly going down. The outpost has gone down. And the tomahawks are going to be torching down the town center now. And that is going to be the end of the replay. This is Andrew saying thank you for watching, and on to next replay.